If any of you are around when I meet my maker, I don't want a long funeral. If you get somebody to deliver the eulogy, tell them not to talk too long. Every now and then I wonder what I say. Tell them not to mention I have a Nobel Peace Prize. That's not important. Tell them not to mention I have 300 or 400 awards. That's not important. Tell them not to mention where I went to school. I'd like somebody to mention that day that Martin Luther King Jr. tried to live his life serving others. I'd like for someone to say that Martin Luther King Jr. tried to love somebody. I want you to be able to say that day that I tried to be right on the walk with them. I want you to be able to say on that day that I did try to feed the hungry. I want you to be able to say that day that I did try in my life to clothe those who were naked. I want you to say on that day that I tried in my life to visit those who were in prison. I want you to say that I tried to love and serve humanity. If you want to say that I was a drum major, say that I was a drum major for justice. Say that I was a drum major for peace. Say that I was a drum major for righteousness, and all of the other shallow things will not matter. But I want to leave a committed life behind. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can cheer somebody with a word or song, if I can show somebody he's traveling wrong, then my living will not be in vain. If I can do my duty as a Christian ought, if I can bring salvation to a world once wrought, if I can spread the message as the Master taught, then my living will not be in vain. Yes, Jesus, I want to be on your right or your left side, not for any selfish reason. I want to be on your right or left side, not in terms of some political kingdom or ambition, but I just want to be there in love and in justice and in truth and commitment to others so that we can make this old world a new world. We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter to me now because I've been to the mountaintop. But I don't mind. Like anybody, I'd like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And he's allowed me to go up to the mountain, and I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I want you to know that I may not get there with you tonight, but I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. His truth is marching on. Dr. King left a committed life behind for generations to discover and study that life should be lived and not spent. And that it is a life that deserves our concerns, our courage, and fears, not death. For it is not fear of death that saddens people, but the love of a life well lived. Dr. King, you will never be forgotten.